It's the most wonderful time of the year at Parklands Care Homes. I'm Donald Morrison, Parklands Director of Communications, and as Christmas approaches, we're unwrapping something special, a festive episode of Carecast, our gift to you. Christmas holds a unique magic for our residents, their families, and our dedicated staff. It's a time of warmth, joy, and reflection. So sit back and relax as we catch up with some old friends from the main series and a few new voices. And here to kick off the festive celebrations are the Heartstrings Choir, featuring residents and staff from Speyside and Glenisla Care Homes.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on one-horse open sleigh. Hey!
My name is Valerie Woodcock. Somebody said, oh, there's a choir. I said, I'll be there. So I came along, and it's been wonderful. You meet lovely people, and you can sing. I'm not a soloist, but I've sung in choirs all my life.
Well, someone tells me you're very musical, so Christmas must be very special to you. You must have some very favourite Christmas songs.
I don't sing on my own, but I can play the piano. That's my thing, really, piano. But I just love everything about singing. And I've always sung at Christmas, and I hate to tell you, I used to teach, and we used to start singing Christmas carols after half term. Yeah. And so we could give a proper concert.
So tell me, what was Christmas like for you as a young girl growing up?
Very exciting. We were quite poor, but I can never forget lying in bed on Christmas Day and moving my feet about as you do in bed, and the rustle of paper. There was my stocking at the end of the bed, and I could feel the rustle of paper on the top, and there was presents, you see, overflowing into the thing. And I never forgot that. And my very first thing I wanted for Christmas was a hymn book with the piano accompaniment for all the hymns. And I got it. And I've still got it somewhere. Because we used to sing hymns a lot. I went to the Methodist church in the old days when I was little, and we sang a lot in different places. And I was in the choirs when I had to go along with my sister, so I just joined in. And I've always loved singing with people, not on my own. Now amid the winter snow, born for us on earth below, la 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 la, hail the ever blessed dawn. You know it, la 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 la, happy dawn. Sing to all Jerusalem, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Gotta get it right.
I'm Debbie Ironside, and I'm the activity coordinator at Addy House.
Debbie, this is your first year as activities coordinator, but you've worked at Addy House for a number of years. Can you tell us what the atmosphere is like in the run-up to Christmas and on Christmas Day itself?
Oh, really good, really good. I mean, everybody is just so happy. We come together as just an amazing team. The residents, we throw parties, we've got live music. It's not just all about Christmas Day, it's building up to it, making sure residents that are bedbound are also included, so we decorate their rooms and do special things with them as well. It's really good. We treat it like you would have Christmas at home with your own family. That's what it's about, you know. We all wear the hats, we pull the crackers. It's no different, it's just a bigger family here. We're planning a grotto this year, so we're going to invite the community children to come in, and we'll have a Santa and everything, so the residents will really enjoy that.
And what about you? What are you looking forward to most about Christmas at Addy House?
Just seeing the smiles on everybody's faces, the atmosphere. I just love Christmas. I love Christmas here. It's so special.
My name's Nan Watson, and we farmed in Grange till my husband died. And then when I got my home, my house, That's why I couldn't cope. So that's why I landed in the home, and it's lovely in there. It really is. What I remember in the bedroom was Christmas morning. As father said, you knew there was paper somewhere, and it was the excitement of opening and see what. But then, just being ordinary folk, we didn't have a lot of pennies. But I always remember I got an orange. Silly thing to remember, but there we are. That's it, that's about it. Parties within the family, like, who would have visited. They all took a turn for Christmas dinner. But it wasn't a big family. My dad just has a brother, and Mum has just a sister, so you can appreciate the size of it. But that's my life. Very simple, but happy. Very happy.
And so what are you looking forward to about Christmas this year?
Just the family being around me, the grandchildren. My great-grandchildren are way down in London, the middle of England, and, well, I have one of these modern things that you can speak to them, you know, iPad is it you call it, and I speak to them then, but they are growing up, and I'm just granny. Everything goes Gigi, isn't it? That's Gigi. That's it.
Well, there's a very good chance they might be listening to this programme, so is there any message you'd like to send to your grandchildren?
Yes, if he is. Look after yourselves and have a very, very Merry Christmas. And my love from Gigi.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. I'm the activities coordinator at Linemore Care Home. This will be my 5th Christmas in Scotland. It's a pleasure for me that it's winter time at Christmas. Being from the Southern Hemisphere, Christmas is normally summer, and it feels rather odd celebrating Christmas when it's 30 degrees Celsius. Christmas makes a lot more sense over here for me. It's a lot more festive.
We're in Granton here today, and it's a very lovely setting. It's quite a contrast from Sydney, where you're from. Mm-hmm. How would you celebrate Christmas back home?
Well, it's all very confusing. You know, we have the Christmas tree with the fake snow on it. None of it makes sense. And we all swap Christmas cards with our grannies and our aunties that have pictures of trees with snow and snowy scenes. So we look forward to Santa Claus coming on the 25th, morning the 25th, and we always get something that's outdoorsy that takes us down to the beach or out to the cricket pitch or whatever. And then there's often an older auntie or granny who still wants to maintain the tradition of the full hot Christmas dinner, even though none of the young ones want it anymore on a hot day. So it's rather different being over here, and I much more prefer it over here, definitely.
Do you have a message for friends and loved ones back home this Christmas?
Yes, well, Merry Christmas to all, and hope everyone has a fantastic feast on the day and enjoys themselves and spoils themselves rotten, and hopefully Father Christmas is good to you this year.
What do you look forward to most about Christmas?
What do I enjoy most about Christmas? Other people coming to the house, and just people who don't know me terribly well. I was brought up in a shop, and we had a village shop, so we saw everybody, and they all came with bits and bobs for us. And Dad was very generous and gave out things and so on. I loved the shop. Mum and Dad ran it, and I used to help all the time. And yes, and we sold everything. It was a village shop.
My name is Christine Yule. My father was a tomato grower. We were always busy coming over Christmas, New Year. We did have Santa, but I think that was all.
So you grew up living on a farm.
Father was a tomato grower, and his family before him were tomato growers, Lismahago. And then I married a farmer. I was still working at New Year's Day and Christmas and all that kind of thing. We had a dairy, we had dairy cows, so we were still up 5 o'clock in the morning. It didn't matter whether it was Christmas or New Year or what.
Margaret Simpson. My father had a farm in Aberdeenshire to start with, and then Kincardineshire. It was made as special as they could in these days. As I became a housewife myself, rationing came into it. We were lucky in some sense because we had the farmers. My mother and father kept bees. The reason being that I can remember they got a sugar allowance for their beehives, and that augmented the sugar scarcity. I could give you a memory, but it would be after Christmas, when we had the farm at Drumure, and when the youngest daughter was about to be born. We couldn't get the car through the snow in the glen. In the middle of the night, things progressed, so there was nothing else for it but to dig out the tractor from the garage. It was an old Fergie tractor without a hood, and I was parked in the back of the Fergie tractor with a suitcase. And he drove it down my husband drove it down the glen to this neighbour who heard the tractor coming and was out. In those days you didn't get antifreeze. And he was out with a bucket of water ready to fill his car, to take me to Keith. It was a bit of a hair-raising experience, I can assure you. But the baby arrived into the end. It was lovely. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy it, and I'll be thinking of you all. And a Happy New Year to you.
Connie Torrey. When I was a very young child, I remember Christmas being presents on the end of the bed when you woke up Christmas morning, and all the excitement beforehand of thinking what's going to happen, and my brothers and sisters all being so happy. And yes, it was a lovely, lovely time. Of course, when we got up, it would be the opening of our presents and everything like that. And then a lovely Christmas lunch, which would be very enjoyable. And we'd perhaps play some games or something like that. We were a big family. And although we didn't have a lot of worldly goods, we had each other. It was wonderful Christmas at that time. Family was Christmas. Christmas was family.
My name's Thomas. I'm the chef here at Urry House, Muirvord.
So, Thomas, can you tell us what's on the menu on Christmas Day?
Well, it's basically a traditional Christmas dinner. For starters, lentil soup, there's salmon pate and crackers. Then the traditional roast turkey, pigs in blankets, sausage meat, stuffing, roast potatoes, roast parsnips, roasted vegetables. And there's a vegetarian option of corn roast. And then homemade sherry trifle and homemade Christmas puddings with brandy sauce. On the day before we get the turkey cooked, all the vegetable prep and all of that. It takes ages, all those Brussels sprouts, peeling them all by hand. And the roast tatties and the parsnips chopped and the carrots all cut up. The turkey's all carved ready for the next day. So we just got to put it in the oven and make it as simple as we can for Christmas Day. It's a really good atmosphere, everyone's happy, cheerful. The staff tend to dress up, like we have Father Christmas come round with all the presents for all the residents. The kitchen staff are all like dressed up when they serve the lunches to the residents. It's a great atmosphere.
And what will you be having this Christmas? How will you be spending it?
Hopefully my family are coming up from England, so I'm going to spend it with them at home, just have a normal Christmas dinner and all that.
Is that not a bit of a busman's holiday for you, having cooked 40 meals the day before?
No, my mum will be doing the cooking, hopefully.
My name is Moya Boonzaier and I'm from South Africa.
What is Christmas like in South Africa?
It is in the middle of the summer holiday, so that's always very festive, going out to the beach, maybe picnics. Christmas meal will often be just a cold meat and salads, so it's quite an outdoorsy event, playing in the parks and just having a lovely time, yes. My husband's family used to stay near the coast, so that was a big event, maybe caravanning and getting together, and always a lot of food, as you know. So yeah, that will be at the seaside, just lovely time spent together. We're all very musical, so there will always be a lot of singing of carols, maybe on Christmas Eve. Sunday often go to church, but then it's all about food and getting it on the table, so always very festive and family orientated.
What do you look forward to most about Christmas here in Aberlour?
I find the build-up to Christmas Day a bit more exciting here because everyone's just getting snuggled up and getting the food and things ready. I like the frosty cold nights of the time leading up to Christmas. I never thought I would enjoy the cold, but it is just extra special. The frosty, the snow, it's something I wasn't used to, but you get to love it. I do enjoy the different atmosphere having a Christmas in winter time.
What's the atmosphere like here at Speyside on Christmas Day itself?
It is always very much about families coming in, it's gifts, and we like to make all feel at home and enjoy meals together even, games, all just fun.
Is it a very musical time in the home?
There's definitely a lot of singing, and sometimes we get choirs in, so that will definitely be all about the music, and there's always some music playing in the background to make them feel the festive atmosphere. I do enjoy seeing the residents having a smile and having fun while singing, especially recalling songs from their childhood, the Christmas songs they love. Everyone's got their favourites, and it's good to get to know them through that. I do enjoy seeing the joy it brings to them starting to sing the songs, and it brings back memories of maybe Christmases in their childhood. So it does make them happy because you feel like a child again Christmas time, isn't it? Just the fun of it.
Do you have a message to family and friends back home in South Africa?
I would say to make the most of every moment today, because that is the memories we can hold on to tomorrow and in the days to come. Every day should be a special day, but Christmas more than that, because the families get together. And if you can't, that's the memories you will always cherish. So hold on to each moment you can make memories, I would say.
My name is Chris Reid and I live in Elandu now. Well, my mother's from Lewis and my father was from the northeast of England, and he was up in Lewis during the war in the Air Force, and that's where they met. And he went back, need of work really, that's why I went back to find a job.
And so what are your earliest memories as a boy in the north of England at Christmas time?
Putting your stocking up at Christmas, getting annuals and things, that's the sort of thing you used to get at Christmas. Annuals, various types, and obviously some present era. Footballs used to be a good thing.
What was your team back in the day?
Oh, Newcastle, of course, still is.
And was your dad, you said your dad was stationed in the Air Force?
Yes, he was in the Air Force.
And so did he tend to spend Christmas away from the family, or were you all together?
Well, when I was very young, I presume he would be away, in my very early years. But he left the Air Force, I don't know, late 40s. So we were all together. When we moved to England, we were always together. He wasn't in the Air Force then.
You know, this was post-war, so things would have been pretty tight. You know,
Yeah.
It's still a time of rationing. What was Christmas like in those days?
Well, you got an apple and an orange and stuff in your stocking, and I suppose you got some present, but you didn't get vast, big things. A pair of football boots or football was all you wanted.
Do you have a message you want to send to friends and family elsewhere?
Oh, well, I hope they have a good Christmas and enjoy themselves. And that they see who they want to see.
My name is Sandra Pofu, but I like to be called Patience. I'm actually coming from Zimbabwe. This is my first Christmas in Scotland. I'm so excited, and I guess I'm looking forward to learn their traditional Scottish way, how they do things here in Scotland, and also I'm going to be spending my Christmas with the residents here. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, and also spending Christmas in winter. Yeah.
Are you prepared for the winter chill?
Yes, sure. I'm actually excited because normally in Zimbabwe we haven't had snow. So here, like I've been looking at snow like on TVs. Actually, I don't know how it looks like. How, yeah, you know.
Tell us how you would celebrate Christmas back home in Zimbabwe.
Normally when we're there in Zimbabwe, during like before Christmas, we have the houses decorated to go for shopping, and like eventually on Christmas Day, then we cook like different kinds of meal, traditional and everything, like, and then we meet with family coming from across the world, and yeah, it's a nice, it becomes very lovely. As you all know, Christmas is a family day, so yeah, it's lovely. And also we go to church.
What do you miss most about Christmas back home?
I miss meeting with my family.
Well, this podcast will be heard around the world. Do you have a message to your friends and family back home and around the world this Christmas?
Yeah, I'd like to say Merry Christmas to you, my family. I love you so much. I will miss you so much this Christmas. I would have wished to be there at home, but don't worry. The Scottish people are going to take care of me.
And so you'll be working on Christmas Day here
Yes.
at Lynemore. What are you looking forward to most about that day?
I'm looking forward to celebrate Christmas with residents, you know. As I'm working here, spending more time with the residents. They've just become my family, you know. So I guess it will be a lovely Christmas spending with them. Yeah, yes.
I'm Janet Murray. It was a time for people to get, families to get together. My first Christmas card came from New Zealand. I've got cousins there, and I visited them in the past. And the second one came from Shetland. So it's been spread out. And the one that I had today, it came from Holland. I've travelled quite a lot. I had 2 sad Christmases as a child. My granny died one Christmas, and the following year my granddad died. So we felt cheated that we'd missed Christmas twice, but with happy memories. We went to my granny's in Findochdey, and if all the family came. My mother was one of 7 or 8, and the family went together. And the children sat on a table at the end of the big table. My uncle was the butcher in Findochdey, and We always got if it was left over in the shop. And my uncle was a ham radio operator. I used to be asked to sing in New Zealand and in different places on the radio. I was always dying to touch all the knobs and sing myself. And of course I didn't realise it, didn't I, go into this, it was switched on. I would like to wish them all a very happy Christmas and health and strength for the following year. And happy Christmas.
My name is Angelika Felczykowska and I'm working in the Ari House in Muirvort. That will be my 15th Christmas in Scotland and 5th in Ari House.
So tell us about Christmas in Poland. How would you typically celebrate that?
We celebrate Christmas on the 24th. This is massive dinner with all of family, with massive dinner. Of course we not eat the meat, just everything is based on the fish and all the salads. Then we've got actually like Christmas songs, present, Santa, and then we're going to the church. And we spend actually like to the midnight, 1 o'clock as a family.
You're going to be working Christmas Day this year. What are you looking most forward to about spending time with the residents here?
See the smile and make sure they've got fantastic Christmas this year. Make the day just fantastic for them and us as well.
What do you miss most about Christmas in Poland?
I think that will be my family, because most of my family, they are in Poland. And I hope one day, of course, I'll manage to go to Poland over Christmas. So that will be the best actually wish so far.
Do you have a message for friends and loved ones back home that you'd like to share?
Yeah, of course. I just miss them so much. I hope soon we'll manage in the future spend Christmas together.
My name is Sophie Legg. I have worked for Parklands for 10 years now, 10 years in February. I started off here as relief cleaner, relief pantry, then I moved on to caring. So I did relief caring, and then I got a contract, and I've recently just passed my SVQ3, so I'm a relief shift leader now too. In Burnbank and Parklands, we've got something on every single day. We've got a really close relationship with the local schools, nurseries, the high school. We've had a lot of the primary school children up singing their carols for Christmas time. We've been down to the local primary schools to watch nativities. The residents just love seeing the children. It's great. It's really good to watch. We've also got Santa comes in on Christmas Eve. We've got a breakfast with Santa on Christmas Eve, and Santa also comes in on Christmas Day. We often have days out in the bus where we'll go round and see all the Christmas lights in the town, and we take the residents past where they used to live and the Christmas lights in the area that they lived in. There's loads of stuff that we do here. I've actually chosen to work Christmas a lot of years because it's a great atmosphere. It really is just like at home you'd be with your family, but here you're with your Parklands family. We're a really close-knitted place here. All the relatives are superb. They come up, they support us. We just got on really well here, and we open our presents together in the lounge on Christmas Day. We've got the Christmas music on, we get Santa in, and it really is, it's a great day here. It's probably the only job that somebody can say they don't mind working Christmas Day. It is, it's a brilliant day here.
My name is Jidin Babu. Actually now I'm living in Muirford. Actually I'm from India. I'm the carer in our house. It's 4 months I just started my job in here.
So this will be your first Christmas in Ari House?
Yeah, first Christmas.
And will it be your first Christmas in Scotland?
Yeah, because actually this is the second time actually, second one. But this is the main one because I arrived in last October. So that time I don't have even time for enjoy the Christmas. So I need to enjoy this time.
And so what are you looking forward to most this Christmas?
Actually, Scottish Christmas. I don't know anything about Scottish Christmas. In my country is different. So I think I want to enjoy how the Scottish peoples are enjoying the Christmas.
I'm Claire Goodwin and I'm one of the activity coordinators at Eland Do. We've got a good few things organised. We're going to be doing a wreath making class, and we've got a Christmas jumper day. We've got Christmas party organised with Santa coming. We're going to have shoot the snowman with Nerf guns, and we will be doing a turning on our lights ceremony. I've got the Cubs and Beavers coming in to sing carols. We are going to have families coming in for the Christmas party as well.
Presumably the residents get very excited, and so do the children too, when the children from the nursery and the primary school come. I mean, what's it like at Christmas time? It must be just pandemonium.
Well, as I said, I hadn't. Christmas is new. This Christmas. Well, let's see the pandemonium. I don't know if we'll be able to. We should try and get some of the children in on Christmas Day to come and say Happy Christmas to the residents. Because actually, that would actually make the day, since it's generally all about the youngsters, isn't it? So, thanks for the idea.
I'm Caroline. I'm the activities coordinator here at Netherha in Buckie.
My name's Cheryl. I'm shift leader here at Netherha in Buckie as well. We have loads of fun at Netherha at Christmas time. There's always something on the go. We've had a Christmas jumper day in aid of MFR Clash for Kids. Staff kindly donated money and gifts for local children.
We have meetings regularly with the residents and families and let them know the kind of things that we're doing. And it had been suggested that we do fundraising for the community as well as within the home for the activities. So we decided in the summer we did a coffee morning for breast cancer, and we did our jumper day for Cash for Kids. Staff's taken in food for the local food hub to help families that's struggling at this time of year. We had one resident that had suggested that in the past as well. They say that they're well fed and watered here, so they wanted to help people out in the community. So when we donate these things, we'll take some residents with us.
It's really important to the residents to know that they're helping others in the community. They still want to very much be part of the community and be involved with things that are going on. And I think they come from a generation where everyone pitched in together and helped each other. You always looked out for each other, and that's how they want to continue living. So we do the best we can to support them with that.
My name is Joseph Greiner and I am the registered manager at Urry House Care Home in Muir of Ord, which is part of the Parklands group. I'm looking forward to a very relaxed Christmas, just to spend time with Ellie and the baby and just enjoy some really good quality family time.
You've worked in the care sector for 18 years. You must have had quite a lot of memorable Christmas moments over that period.
I've always tried to make sure that Christmas is as busy and as vibrant as possible. So things that we do are, we would always take the residents to the pantomime, you know, the traditional kind of things that you might do at Christmas. Also, we would do reminiscence activities where we would think and talk about Christmases past and share memories. And then also another thing that we would always do is take all of the residents out for a Christmas dinner at a restaurant, but also invite the families to attend who wish to come along. And that's a lovely, lovely thing, and it's really well received by the residents because they get that real quality time with their family, but in a group environment. And it's also not inside the care home. It's so it makes it a little bit more special, and that has always gone down very, very well.
So this is your first Christmas at Urry House. What special activities and events are you planning this Christmas to make it so memorable for the residents?
So we've had a little chat with the activities team and we have quite a lot planned. Again, we're gonna, I don't think anybody's ever done a pantomime visit here. So we've been in touch with Eden Court, and we're trying to get everybody booked in at the panto. We are going to do the Christmas meal out. The staff want to do Christmas jumper day. We've got obviously a Santa visit. A family member has a wonderful Santa costume and he's volunteered to come and deliver all the presents to the residents. And then we'll do other things like card making and all that kind of stuff. But we try to make sure that we have something on every single day of the month of December. We'll be opening our doors, so we'll have coffee afternoons, cheese and wine afternoons, lots of musical events, just to try and get people through the door and integrated. I mean, a lot of the community events that we've had, we've been very fortunate because people have come to the home that have absolutely no connection with the home whatsoever. So they are just people that live in the local area. They've not got any relatives here or anything like that, but they've just had that wish to come and join in with our activities and our community events. And I think that's a really wonderful thing because you're opening the level of connection that the residents have with the local community. And we've also done lots and lots of stuff with the local schools and all that kind of stuff. And it's really, really starting to come together now.
How would you describe the mood in a care home on Christmas Day? Is it a really special day?
It's a bag of mixed emotions. It is very, very enjoyable and fun, but also residents do reflect on the past and also the Christmases that they've spent with loved ones that perhaps aren't with them anymore. And it really does come down to the staffing team on that day to make sure that you have a really fun, vibrant, enjoyable day. And I must admit the staff really do an absolutely fantastic job of that.
You've had your own early Christmas present with the birth of your daughter Ezra, so congratulations to you and your partner Ellie. What are you looking forward to as a family for Christmas?
Just really spending time together as a family and getting all our new routines in place and yeah, just really being together. That's the most important thing for me.
And this will be your first Highland Christmas. I mean, is that going to be a special moment for you?
I think it is. The fact that we are away, we're in a new environment. I can't thank the staff of Urry House more. They've accepted us so well. We've come to a new community, a new care home, with a whole new group of people to support staffing wise. And they could not have supported us any better. We had countless messages from the staff. We had video messages from all the staff and residents. And that has really made the whole process so much better. They're a wonderful, wonderful team here.
I'm MJ. I'm the activities coordinator here for Wakefield. I think for me, coming here, it's like a second home for me. So this is like extended family. So I suppose go about my work the way I would if it was at home. So you want people to have a Christmas that's designed the way they would like, but as long as everybody's enjoying it at the same time. So I think it's vitally important that the residents design and, do everything that they wish, even if one of Christmas looks different to another's. The thing I'm looking forward to the most is coming in on Christmas Day, because I'm working, and making sure all the residents get to open their gifts, make sure we get photographs of all the families, capture really meaningful moments, and then setting up the tables for the most important part of the day, which is Christmas dinner. That's my favourite part, because then we all get to sit with the residents. I think I can speak on behalf of all the staff that work on Christmas morning. That's the best bit, lunchtime. Sitting with the residents, like a big huge family, at a big banquet table, opening crackers, telling really rubbish jokes and eating really good food.
I'm Pauline Mackay. Before I came to the care home, I lived in Hilton, East of Ross.
And so you've been at Ellandoo for a couple of years now. How would you
I came when it first opened.
Are you originally from this part of the world?
No, I'm from England.
And what was Christmas like for you growing up as a young girl in England?
Very exciting. except for the war years, yes. But still, my mother and father still managed to buy me nice things. So.
But it was obviously a difficult time of rationing, and people didn't have much money.
Yes, yes. But I had one Christmas that was really lovely. I got a doll's pram and a doll, and that was fine. It was lovely. I went in and woke my parents up and said, "Santa's been." And they said to me, "Oh, that's lovely. Go back to bed." "Oh no, I have to look at my presents." They were very patient.
Do you have a favourite Christmas tradition that you look forward to every year?
Carol singing. Snow. When I was younger, yes, I didn't mind the snow, but not anymore.
And so will you be singing this Christmas?
We're hoping, we're trying to get a choir together. So.
What is your favourite Christmas song?
Silent Night.
You going to give us a little blast of it?
No.
And how will you be celebrating Christmas Day? Will you have friends and family visit, or are your family here?
No, my family, I have a son in Canada. Most of them are in the villages, and I've another one at Mureford. So they're close.
Do you have a Christmas message to send to your relatives who are perhaps not going to be here, who are living abroad in Canada? What would you like to say to them this Christmas?
Oh, have a happy Christmas. Enjoy it while you have good health, and I wish them all the happiness that you can have at Christmas time.
Last question. What makes Christmas so special for you?
Well, I got married on Boxing Day, so that was very special. My husband's dead now, but I still think of him when that time comes round.
So this Boxing Day, will you be raising a glass to your husband?
Yes. It'll be water, but yes.
This is Ron Taylor, Managing Director of Parklands Care Homes. On behalf of the entire Parklands family, I wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a happy and peaceful New Year. And now, a final word from our friends from the Heart Strings Choir.
Carecast is produced by Adventurous Audio.